So I stopped at Tokyo for just having fun for 5 days. I love Tokyo. I just love their culture. I enjoy they keep the tradition very well, and the place is so clean. Food is great, and I can't wait to go back, honestly. So I was very lucky to go back to visit my family this year. I also did that last year, and I know December usually is a quite expensive time because people are traveling, going back to the holiday. I was able to book a little earlier because my contract ended, so I was able to use my time to visit my family. And when I go to Taiwan, the flight is about 3.5 hours because the jet lag a little bit. So honestly, when I get to Taiwan, I was so tired. We actually landed in one a.m. But all this custom and try to get our luggage when we get out probably about 2-ish. And then I still need my dad still need to drive us home, so like almost 3 o'clock. It was exhausting day. And remember the pandemic we have in Taiwan have like 12 weeks. Oh no, sorry, not 12 weeks. 14 days quarantine for a really long time. So I wasn't able to go back. And then they cut it down to 7 days and then 2-3 days, I believe, at home. But since we have elderly members in our home, so I wasn't able to risk it that to go home because I worried to bring the germs back to the house and causing a serious problem for the elderly. So I wasn't able to go home for like 3 years. So last year was like my being a while to go back. It was so nice to see my family at home. But this time when I'm going back, I found a memory I didn't know this before. It's funny, I don't know why I all of a sudden have this memory because I've been doing a lot of like I would say journey for release a lot of childhood story I have been growing up. And if you know any Asian or growing up as an Asian culture, you probably would know older generation of the parents don't usually show a lot of affection or emotion, and a lot of time they thinking using toughness is a love way to help us grow up, to make us in the future can be stronger and can be able to basically achieve anything when we as adult. And that type of the method, I wouldn't say that totally helped me because I was quite a sensitive kid. So I would say I have a lot of things I need to unlearn and relearn. So during that journey when I go back, I have so many memory pop up to me because when I take it a walk, I can see my high school because it's only like 5 to 10 minutes away from my house, and some of the smell scents were just trigger me so much of hard time when in high school for study, socializing, and all this memory will pop up. And the one memory stick out to me this time is I remember when I at elementary school, about fourth grade, my grade is not a grade. I remember my math sucks. I know there's a lot of people think Asians supposed to have a good math, but my math sucks. No, sorry, sucks. And my mom decided to put me in a crime school. If you don't know, crime school is basically a school after school. You have almost 8 hour school, and they're gonna put you like 2 to 3 hour extra school after the school. Basically, they review what you did at the school and also study a preview about next day, so you have a little more prepared. You will be like more advanced to the other student if they didn't go cram school. And I absolutely hate it. I would say, who like study when you was a kid? Honestly, right after school, you just want to go hang out with your friends, having fun, go apart, pick up some rock, stone, or flower, whatever you can think about, to just enjoy, right? So who like it? So I remember every time, because I think it's like 3 days a week, I remember I need to say goodbye to my friends and say bye, and then I need to walk into that little crowded, dark cram school room. And when I'm just thinking, I just want to go home and chill, eat some food. Why am I going to be here? I just like, and no, I know, I don't know anyone there. So, and I was a really shy kid too. So it was like very stress situation for me. And teacher was so serious. He have reputations being mean, and in that time, our teacher actually would do punishment, would hit your hand with some wood stick if you don't do any good grade at school as a punishment, try to help you to get better at school. And that's legal. That's for in Asia, but they don't do it right now. When I was growing up, they do it. So I was so stressed, and I absolutely don't like it. And beside the math cram school, I also need to go English cram school on Saturday to learn English. And so basically, in my childhood, a lot of time I would study. I do have some fun, but I would say most of Asian growing up, most of childhood time, teenager time will be focused on a lot of study. And I remember I was struggling so much, so I write a letter to my parents about saying, can I please not go to the cram school or at least drop a one so I can just go do one at all only. And I I'm the person have hard time to tell my parents, so I decided write a letter and sneak underneath their bedroom a their little table have some kind of plastic thing on the top because they can put some pictures underneath can see. So I slipped that little letter underneath there, hoping they can uh see it after I go to bed. I don't want to actually interface with my parents. So and I don't remember if they respond me or not, but I do remember I write multiple times to my parents say, can I please drop one of the cram school or can I just don't go cram school at all? Because none of my friends do it. So it's quite not fair, right? Since when you was a kid, you kind of think it is so unfair. Everyone can go home, have fun, and you need to go to cram school. And so hold on, losing all of my thought about my memory. Okay. I write a letter begging Lindsay, can I please drop out of school? And I don't remember the respond me or not, but I remember that vividly the story is when we tried to clean the house in New Year holiday, it's probably a couple months later, and we was just sitting there cleaning. I have two sisters, one brother, so we just kind of helping out cleaning the house. And my mom was talking about something, and then all of a sudden brought up a story about I writing a letter begging them to not let me go to Crim's room. It was a very private thing for me and was a very big thing for me to express my struggle and emotion to my parents. And I don't think they understand that it's quite big for me and very private for me. So they decide to use that as a joke to my sister. I don't think they know that time. And I was very upset. I think I almost cried that time. They just laughing about writing a letter to them, express my feeling. And I thought maybe just one time and I'll just let it go. But they keep bringing it up and laughing about it probably 2 to 3 times. And my feeling was hurt so bad. I think I almost cried one time, and basically the tears in my eyes, corner of my eyes, and I think I just walk upstairs to go to my room because I don't think that's something they can joke about because I was very vulnerable that time. I wasn't ready for that time, but I'm ready for talking about this story. And since that time, I realized I wasn't able to express my emotion to my family, and it's not a safe place for me to express my emotions. So that time after that experience multiple times, so I stopped basically not talking to it. I stopped expressing my struggle or something bothered me so much in my emotion, in my heart, because I don't want then use that as a joke topic again. So that's why I think that's also lead to me later on have depression, because I have such a hard time to find a trust person to talk to through that experience. Okay, possible once again. I'm not trying to use this story to blame as a parent to do something. I just want to try to share this experience for I notice my that memory caused effect of as when I grow up. I have hard time to share my emotions. So a lot of time I just keep it to myself because I don't know if I can say it without people laughing about it. And so those kind of negative self-talk just keep spinning in my head over and over. And that's why I start having like trouble to have physical pain on my right shoulder, have hard time breathing when I growing up because I don't know how to regulate my breathing, my stress level. And then one day my body just can't handle it anymore. I start to Google how to get rid of my shoulder pain, all those kind of things. And that's why I found some meditation, free audio, those kind of things to get into it. It wasn't easy. Just like you think you are done, something else pop up. Because when you do meditation, a lot of time, some other memory pop up, and you need to clear that memory again. And it was okay. It's a learning opportunity about how all those memory affecting you. You didn't even notice. Your subconscious mind is like in the background operating, and you didn't even know. You thought you were in the driver's seat, but your subconscious mind is actually in the driver's seat, actually the boss. And I want to share this story with you because so much things we didn't realize are affecting us as grown up. And this trip actually bring out that memory to me, and I notice I have to clear even more. Even though that experience right now, it won't affect me right now. If they even right now actually bring it as a slip with my sibling, I can just laugh about it, which just means that this thing is actually not affecting me anymore. And how I'm doing that, there's a couple ways to do it. First thing is aware that particular story is bothering you and affecting you right this moment. And give you permission to feeling that, and knowing that you're feeling hurt is okay, and acknowledge it. And you write that story down, which is I did. I write a story down and actually share it with you guys right now. I write that story down, and so that emotion have the place to be on the paper instead of keeping it on my head. It's kind of like a external hard drive. And then I started meditating. I start to meditate about that particular story, and I can visualize that tension in my body. If I talk about that story, if the tension is in my belly, chest or throat, and I just imagine those golden bright light to come into my body and slowly release that tension, kind of like taking a shower using a light, and they just loosen up any intention, like tension in your body. Or you can think about you going to a beach and those water come to your body and kind of wash off all the tightness in your body, and then nature take it back. That will work also. And start to learn how to set a boundary. If that story, like if it happened right now, and I would tell they are laughing about it, I would tell them directly, say, I don't think this is funny and it's hurting my feeling, and I try to be open and honest about my emotion, and I don't think something can joke about. That's the thing I would say right now. Setting a boundary and telling people if you don't think it's okay to joke about in front of you, you should say it in the polite way, for sure. Knowing who people who you can hang out with is also important. Find your support people. I need to relearn so much about who I can trust to talk to, and how I slowly open up to talk about my childhood story to my loved one. And good thing he's a very nice, kind person and being extremely supportive about my self-healing journey. That definitely helps. So find your buddy and learn to start share your story, because holding inside you is not going to help. You don't need to all of a sudden like to pour it all out. You can start with this like smallest one and see how they can handle it, how they reacted. If they didn't react as you expect, you can communicate, talk about it, or find the next person you feel like is more appropriate to talk about the story it's been bothering you. And if you start to have an issue and can't go over with it, then that's the time I think you should find a professional help, a therapist, to help you go through some of the childhood trauma you have and celebrate your win. Like this story, I wasn't even aware since the last time I went back, and I just probably in my room or walk to the high school, also bringing all this story back to me and tidying. I wasn't realize I have a hard time to engage with people is because I have a hard time to trust people, share about my story and feeling, and that's the link between each other. That's why I realized. And since this story is not bothering me anymore, and I just want to share with you, because a lot of time our past as kind of sneaky thing to control us, but we just didn't realize it. And I hope this help you. And everyone healing journey is not the same, so just try to be patient with yourself and be open to some new idea. And since technology is very nice and easy now, search on YouTube. There's a lot of resources you can get into it. And I hope my story helped, and we're gonna see you guys in the next episode. And hope you have a good one. And toward the end, and I have a special for you. There's a stress reduction journal on my website for free. You can download it, and you can see through inside here I have beautiful page and question to help you reduce your stress and affirmation toward the end. You can download in the limited time on my website. Please go check the website with rubychen.com/grow. I'll see you later.